You thought Bellator's Super Birthday was over? Think again. The real party is just getting started. Incoming! The ultimate Super Birthday Pack has landed. One Miracle Pay CPU node, one Half Italy convertible CPU node, one Guardian node, and one Phoenix Code node. Plus, you get a massive 200 Mir X tokens bonus. Starts Wednesday 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Saturday 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't miss the Super Birthday Pack.
Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. I hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful day wherever you're plugging in from. I get to understand you guys are not hearing the music. Like, seriously? OMG. And I specifically chose this for this afternoon. Well, guess what? Don't worry. I have you guys covered. 1 second. Don't worry. I have you guys covered for the very next time. I'm not sure why you all were not hearing the music while it was playing. That's crazy. Well, hello, everyone, and welcome from around the world. As always, my name is Alton Patterson. I'm excited, humble about having an opportunity to be here with you all this evening. You're in for a phenomenal call. Believe me when I share that with you. However, before we dive in, guess what? First and foremost, we always like to know where you are plugging in from. So feel free in the chat right now as we are filling up. Let us know where you're plugging in from. Virginia, New London, Connecticut, Bermuda, Maui, Sweden, Franklin, Tennessee. Hello, Alton. Hello, Las Vegas, Pennsylvania, Australia, Florida, Daytona, South Africa, Texas, Chi-Town, Mississippi, Indianapolis, Canada, Montreal, Malaysia, Georgia, Barbados, Maryland, Louisiana, New Mexico, United Kingdom, Las Vegas, Alabama, Costa Rica, Switzerland, Vancouver. Oh my, Montego Bay, Jamaica in the house, Mississippi, Drexel Hill, Pennsylvania, Panama, Twin Falls, Idaho, Dominican Republic, Scotland, California, Bermuda, Richmond, California, Mars, Chi-Town, Atlanta, Jacksonville Beach. My, where is my glasses? I'm telling you, the glasses is always here. Welcome, everyone. Guys, we are just truly humble and excited about having an opportunity to be here with you. My name is Alton Patterson, and today we have a special call in store for you. It's a little different than our normal Saturday corporate update call, and for the mere fact of a couple of things that have happened over the past week, and we want to make sure that we bring you up to speed. So first and foremost, let me say this to all of our guests who are joining. A special welcome to you. A special welcome to you, right? And to all of our members, investors, esteemed investors, a warm welcome. But you know, that invitation to our guests is a special one, especially for the fact they could have chosen to be anywhere else, but they have honored your invitation to be here. So what to expect from this call today? Well, first and foremost, we are going to, 1 second, I think I put someone somewhere I wasn't supposed to. 1 second, guys. Promote. So what to expect from this call? First and foremost, you will be hearing from our president today. He has some exciting news to share with you. Then we are going to do a quick overview of the company. It will be a condensed version of our normal presentation. And then you're going to hear from a few of our phenomenal leaders who were in the room in New York on multiple occasions at the end of the presentation. And then we are going to encourage you to get back to the person who shared this call with you. So without further ado, Sit back, relax, put on your thinking cap, and I want to welcome to the line a very dear friend, someone who I've had an opportunity to meet over the last few months. We have traveled together, we have been doing so much together, and just his heart, as big as it is, I always say it's like the Atlantic Ocean. He comes with a wealth of experience of taking companies from zeros to heroes. He has also expanded across multiple countries and continents around the world. So his expertise is nothing to blink an eye on, for the mere fact he was specifically highly recommended and sorted to be able to take our company around the world. So without further ado, I want to welcome our president to kickstart this call with each and every one, none other than Mr. Sir Jurgen Pulvermuller. I hope I didn't
Hey,
mess that last name up. Don't beat me up, Jurgen.
Alton, you're the best. I love how you introduce the people. And yeah, we have to train you a little bit on this special Switzerland last name from me. But yeah, welcome to the call. So I'm right back, same t-shirt I'm wearing since last day. I jumped in the plane yesterday evening.
Hold on, Jurgen. Don't want to disturb. Sorry to cut. I believe your volume is very low. Double check the volume on your device, please.
Okay. Let me try something else. Hold on. Let me try something else. I have the new speakers here. Probably is the volume still low?
Yes, because I know the information you're about to share, we cannot afford for those who are listening not to hear.
Better now?
I'm hearing you. It's just low, and I'm to the max. But go ahead. You could
No,
play
I
around while.
changed. I changed to the microphone. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
You can hear me good?
I'm hearing you, but you're low. But go ahead.
Okay, that's strange. So I changed now to the microphone from my earpods to the microphone. Hopefully you can hear me. Double check and test. Otherwise, I need to get back to you, go down with my computer, come up, and we do probably another speaker now, and I come
No,
back
no, go
again.
ahead. Go
Is it
ahead.
good?
Go ahead. You're good.
Okay, great. So happy to be here, happy to be on the call. And I see also the co-speakers, Damon, it's Mita, it's the people we met in New York. It's such a great energy. So I'm back since 45 minutes, jumping in the call now, right now. I didn't took a shower and it was amazing. I'm still blessed with all the experience I had in New York, and I want to share this experience with you. So starting from Thursday, before we had, no, it was Wednesday. So sorry, I'm in another time zone. Wednesday, we starting Wednesday when we had our event with Bellator. And the event was for me one of the biggest and best events ever since we started the Bellator events website. Why? It was like, hey, we want to do this event in New York. We want to share this event with you. We want to do this event with a couple of big names of the industry. And I didn't expect that we getting sold out in less than 24 hours. And this was for me like, wow, what's happening here? And we started the event in the Nomo Soho Hotel in New York City. And the first speaker, and I'm glad we had him here, was Douglas Anderson. And also the people that were in the room, like our Mr. Energy, Damon and Mean, Hin, Mita, with a lot of experience in the room. We were blessed what he was sharing with us just from the Bellator event. We had on the Bellator event the daughter and the wife of our founder Hakan. They were here. Ünsal, the CEO of Miracle Cash and more. A lot of people. The partner of Hakan, Estelle was there. So we had all the who is who in the room. And the best was we started one thing, and we never did this before. We started sharing this call, and we had more than 500 people attending on Zoom to this call. And I tell you, we're going to do this again and again. All our events will be shared. But the one thing I can tell you, be there live so you can meet up the people. It's a different energy instead of sitting only in front of the computer. So this is the one thing. We started on Wednesday. The next day was the Gala, and I would love to share also a couple of pictures from the Gala with you. This was in the Harvard Club, and we were invited by Metaterra, and we did this amazing event together with Douglas Anderson, Torehan, and all the corporate people from Miracle Cash and More, from Metaterra, and of course from Bellator. It was an amazing event, and to go there to the Harvard Club, it's one thing. To be there, it's a complete different thing. It's like, wow, who do you meet? So it was not like only meeting some people, it was meeting the who is who in the industry, the who is who in New York City, the people they're leading the country, they're leading the world, the advisor of Donald Trump. All these amazing people were attending to this event, listening to what Metaterra, Bellator, Miracle Cash and More is doing. Here we see at the Christmas tree Douglas Anderson doing the speech with all these people. Here's one of the co-founders together with Ünsal of USDT. And I just want, of course, me and my good friend and our vice president, Ray Vidrio, leaders were there. So I just wanted to share a quick pictures I made. We will have more pictures following up from our photographer, interviews, all this thing. But now just a quick sneak preview from my side, what I can share with you. It was amazing. The energy was great. And I heard we're going to do this again. From the energy from this event, finalizing the year 2025, I can tell you, and we will share this also in all chats we have, we will have the best and the most powerful 2026 we ever had in the industry, in this company. And why I believe in this, I have been in a couple of companies, big companies, billion-dollar companies, and I know we're on the right time at the right place with this company. This is just my experience I want to share with you. We're doing the Dubai event. We will share it with you in the chat, in the events. We will do this from the 12th to the 15th of January. Then we're following up after this. And again, you want to see, and you're going to see everything in our groups. We start the 31st of January with our Momentum Saturday in Atlanta, following up one day later in New York City with our Momentum. Be there and remember what I told you from our last New York event. We were sold out in 24 hours, and we have still a couple of tickets left, but we're going to be sold out as well. In Atlanta, 31st, in New York on the 1st of February, and on the 7th in Los Angeles. So take your seats, go online, book your tickets. It's going to be amazing. And I promise you also, we will have special guests, special speakers like in the Gala. It's going to be amazing. Following up on opening in March, Asia and Australia, and we share these dates, cities with you as well. So it's not only about, oh, looking backwards with an amazing gala, with an amazing event on Bellator. It's always also looking forward to 2026. And my last words is come here, invest, go with us. We're going to the next level together. All of us as a team, as an amazing community. Let's go into 2026 and start with this. I want to give the world back to our amazing Alton for the next speaker who wants to share more experience with you about the gala, about New York, about what happened there. So, Alton, want to give the word back to you. Thanks to the community and for amazing 2026.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much for opening up the call. Truly, truly appreciate the kind words. You know, as I'm looking at your picture and Ray, man, you guys are looking so dapper, huh? Looking so dapper. I absolutely love it. You know, I got jealous just looking at you guys for the mere fact I haven't done a black tie event in a long time. That made me jealous, besides those who were in the room. So thank you for the kind words. We're going to just quickly do a quick overview. I know there are many on the call and they're saying they are hearing the excitement and the enthusiasm is contagious. So tell us more about this company. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, what we will do is share quickly with you about our company, how you are able to take advantage, and then we're going to come back. You're going to hear from some of the amazing leaders who were in the room in New York and the impact it has had on their life over the last few days. So with that being said, let's dive into our presentation that I believe everyone invited here is excited to see and hear more about. All right, let's just make sure that let's just make sure everything is in order. I stopped to make sure, and here we go. Mm-mm-mm. All right, and we're good to go.
The information provided does not constitute financial advice, investment recommendations, or an endorsement of any investment strategy. Investment involves risk, and past performance is not indicative of future results. Always conduct thorough research and seek the advice of a qualified financial professional before making any investment decisions. Any reliance on the information provided is at your own risk. We do not guarantee the accuracy or completeness of the information and disclaim any liability for any direct or consequential loss arising from any use of this content. Remember that all investments carry risk, and you should be aware of your risk tolerance and financial situation before making investment decisions. This presentation includes general information only and does not constitute financial advice. Please consult a qualified financial professional before making any investment decisions. The following content is protected under copyright law. Please respect these terms to ensure compliance.
All right, welcome to each and everyone. Again, a warm good afternoon to you guys. If you're having any issues with the audio, please bear with me. Don't want to stop the presentation. I want to go right through. However, I will do my best to see from my side what I can possibly do to make sure that it is louder for you. Again, my name is Alton Patterson, and I'm really humble and excited about being here. You have been invited as a guest to see and hear what everyone is excited about. What's this buzz about? And this is step 2 of a 3-part process. Now, I know you might be wondering, well, what was step 1? Do I have to have a special degree? Do I need a technical background? The answer to that is no. Someone shared some information with you. It triggered your curiosity and you said, you know, this sounds interesting. how can I receive more information on this company? And that's the reason why you're invited here today. Hence the reason why it is so exciting to speak to you about something that's dear to my heart, that's at the center of technology, finance, and timing. Now, I want you to ask yourself, as you're sitting here today and listening to me sharing this information, how many of you wish you had invested in the likes of Bitcoin or Amazon or Apple if you were given that opportunity today again? How many people are saying that? Man, I wish I had. Well, the reality about it is you have that opportunity where you are sitting today. I could tell you my opportunity came in June of 2022 when a friend called me from the corporate side wanting to know if we would be interested in paying our brand ambassadors and our staff through cryptocurrency. Now, before you guys go panic, you can leave your wallets and purses in the other room, okay? Um, what I knew for an absolute fact, we had a problem. We were looking for a solution. And to be able to pay our staff and our members with crypto, it only made sense for the fact we were doing businesses across multiple borders here within the continent of Africa. I jumped onto a call just similar to this. It was 4 a.m. in the morning for me, currently in South Africa. And I listened to the CEO himself, Mr. Micah Theard, we call him Sir Micah Theard, as he presented the information. And I could tell you, I was absolutely blown away, sight unseen. Had a conversation with my wife and also my business partner, and we jumped on board. And I can tell you today in 2025, as we turn the new page going into 2026, one of the best decisions I have made in my 51 years of existence. And why is that? Many of us look at opportunities many times when it's presented to us, but we don't make a decision for the mere fact we don't have all the information. My mom, a teacher, I love her dearly. She taught me how to go to school, work hard, go to college, get a college degree, and get a good job, and then raise a family on a stable income. But she never taught me how to position myself before things start happening, how to identify opportunities like this that you're about to see this afternoon, which I consider a unicorn. So hence the reason I say, put on your thinking cap over the next 15, 20 minutes, let's say 15, 20 minutes, to share some information with you. And at the end, like I said, you will be required to get back to that person who invited you to the presentation. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and close my camera so I could present some information without me being on this side and you being distracted. All right. So first and foremost, let's talk about the crypto industries, ladies and gentlemen. This wild ride, whether you have been watching it from the sidelines or jumping in headfirst, you have all seen it. We have seen it grow from a tiny beginning to a $4 trillion global market. Think about this. How many of you ever thought that you would see Bitcoin valued at over $100,000 each? Or what about countries accepting crypto as a legal tender? Or the big players? The Vanguard, the BlackRock, the JP Morgans, the Warren Buffett jumping into the mix. The reality about it is the revolution is happening whether you are ready for it or not. So let's get real for a moment. The financial world is changing faster than we can imagine. People aren't going to the banks anymore and standing in the line in order to get cash for the weekend. They tap, they swipe, they insert, or they run to the ATM machine. Can you imagine the younger generation today standing in line? No. They live in a microwave society. It's about speed, access, and control at your fingertips. Now, here's the challenge. While there's a need for digital finance and its explosion that's happening, most people still don't know how to take advantage of it. And that's where we come in as a company. You see, to put it real, it's talking about real world assets, talking about real world terms in banking. Think about, for those who are familiar with Blockbuster. If we were Blockbuster, then we would be out of business today, because now we would be considered Netflix. And I can tell you this, we're not just keeping up with the future, we are actually building it. So ask yourself, where do you find yourself in this shift? That's the question to ask yourself. Now, let's quickly share with you who we are as a company. See, Miracle Cash and More is a fintech technology company that the reality about it is has created a full ecosystem for the digital economy. Now, we are licensed in North Cyprus. We are insured and regulated. Let me repeat that. We are licensed, insured, and regulated through MiCA, which is the governing body of the European Union. Now we have teams in multiple countries around the world, 150 specialists strong. You can find us in Europe, Asia, and the United States, along with physical stores in Amsterdam and Berlin. So ask yourself, when was the last time you actually saw a crypto store with physical offices that you can walk into? You see, we have investors in 6 different continents, companies in 13 countries around the world, including our token company in Switzerland, our holding company in Portugal. We have our banking company in Hong Kong, and just recently we have also signed our lease and getting ready for our major launch in Dubai for our Bellator corporate office on January 13th through the 15th, as our president just shared with you. Now, Miracle Cash Technologies has completed the acquisition of Metaterra, which is an OTC automotive company. And through this reverse merger, what it has done is position the company to be listed on the lower Nasdaq. Now, this marks a significant milestone for the company and us as investors. So I would like to introduce you to our board, starting with Hakan, the CEO and founder of Miracle Cash Technologies, founded in 2017. Hakan comes with a wealth of experience as an entrepreneur and a strong banking background. Now, I can tell you, he's also known for revolutionizing the ATM deployment in the United Kingdom with over 57,000 ATMs, and also unifying the major Turkish banks through his innovative technology. Now, I'm about to share some information with you from this gentleman, Douglas Anderson, the actual chairman of Metaterra and CEO of Wall Street Capital as well. And Douglas comes with a long list in his black book. I can tell you, just for his company, Wall Street Capital, individuals who are either sitting on his board or our clients are individuals such as the president of Microsoft, the COO of Boeing Airlines, the director of the CIA, the co-founder of Tommy Bahama, the co-founder of Costco, Jackie Chan, just to name a few. However, let me also introduce you to our board. I call them our board of Avengers, starting with John Beer, responsible for telecom infrastructure. So you own a cell phone, thanks to John Beer's technology. If you are using streaming, Netflix, for example, thanks to John Beer. What about Google? Many of you use Google for almost everything on a daily basis. Well, when you do, the backend of Google, Wide Wine, that's his technology as well. Now, next to him, it's the gentleman, none other than Stephen Norris, who comes with a wealth of experience in private equity. He is known for running the Marriott Hotels, co-founder of the Carlyle Group, which is a $600 billion equity fund globally, and also one of the top advisors to the King of Saudi Arabia. Now, Stephen Moore is economics and former senior advisor to the Trump administration in his first term, and recently was also nominated to run the Federal Reserve. However, has passed that up based on personal reasons, but I can tell you Stephen now helps to shape our global economic and policy approach as a board member. Next to him is Senator Fernando Villalobos. the original founder of Kenworth Trucking. I'm sure you guys have seen these trucks going down the road. It's a subsidiary now of PACCAR, a publicly traded company valued at over $60 billion on the New York Stock Exchange. So when you're taking a look at these guys, it's important to understand who they are. Last but not least that I'll share with you today is Paul Randall, experienced CEO with a proven track record in the credit information and risk management solution worldwide. He is also known and responsible for establishing credit scores in more than 28 countries worldwide, including where I am, South Africa today. Now, our president Jurgen has just shared some images from the actual event that just happened in New York. You will be hearing from a few of the members who were in the room. This is the board member club. Feel free to take a look by going to the website boardmemberclub.com. But you can see this past Thursday, I can tell you, it wasn't only historic for Metaterra, it was epic, with over 400 plus attendance in the room, including dignitaries and heads of states, influential CEO, tech titans, tech crypto enthusiasts. The energy was truly undeniable. I can tell you it was such an added moment to have Brock Pierce in the room, who is the co-founder of USDT. Yes, he was in the house, ladies and gentlemen. You can see him here in one of the pictures in the orange suit. I can tell you that was exciting. So this wasn't just an event. It was a global announcement that Metaterra and its subsidiaries are not only here, we are positioned and ready for the new economy that's unfolding right before our eyes. So you got to ask yourself, you're at the right place at the right time, but will you take the right action? I want to share with you a video that was recently done, an interview. I am torn if I want to play the entire video or if I just want to play a portion of the video and then you could get back to the person who invited you. So let me just start it and let me see where my heart leads. But this is a video that for those who are here, guys, put your thinking cap on right now. Turn your volume up and listen into this interview that was done on the New York Stock Exchange.
Hi, I'm Monica Malpass here at the New York Stock Exchange for New to the Street and Fintech TV. Welcome. And we have the pleasure of having not one but two guests today. We have Pavlos Mavrides. He is the Senior Managing Director of Maxim Group's Investment Banking Division. Welcome to you. And Douglas Anderson, great to have you back. He is, of course, Chairman of Metaterra Holdings, as well as CEO of Wall Street Capital Partners and Chairman of the New Bucharest Capital Airport. So a man with at least three, if not more, hats. Great to have you both.
Great to be here, Monica. Thank you.
There are some exciting possibilities, collaborations that you are both considering for your companies. Tell us a little bit about that, Douglas.
Well, Metaterra Holdings has kind of reached a point where we want to reach out to a strong banking firm on Wall Street to partner with us and shepherd us through an uplisting process onto the Nasdaq main board as quickly as we can. I can announce that we've acquired a shell company. Metaterra Holdings Inc. has acquired a shell company. We're going to reverse into that shell company. And at that stage, it's time for us to engage a great firm. And I've known Maxim for many years, and Pavlos is a good friend of mine, and I can't think of anyone we'd rather be with. So we're exploring that right now. We're going to try and get that papered up and get on the road to success.
Wonderful.
Another great thing about Maxim is, as I said, they've been on the street for many years. They collaborated with and closed around 18 billion in the aggregate of transactions last year, and they're growing. And they're also extremely comfortable in the space that we're going in, because we're talking about tokenizing. Basically, with this airport, we'll have the largest tokenized asset in the world.
Wow.
And to have a firm that's comfortable in the emerging market, comfortable in cross-listing, comfortable in crypto and tokenization, all of those things, Maxim's a perfect firm for that.
In fact, your firm had its roots in South African banking, and then for 23 years, you've been doing much more in other areas. Tell me a little bit, for folks who don't know Maxim Group, tell us the backstory.
Certainly. Maxim Group was actually founded in 2002 as a spin-out from the investment banking division of Investec, a South African bank. And since then, we're an employee-owned firm. We're 100% employee-owned. We're a full-service investment bank. We've grown to about 250 professionals. And in addition to investment banking, which is my division, we have, I consider investment banking really to be the hub of a full-service bank. We have asset management. We have about 30,000 retail accounts comprising roughly between 4.5 and 5 billion of assets under management.
Terrific.
We also have a sales and trading and capital markets on the equity side, and we have equity research. We have independent group of equity research analysts cover about 275 companies in sectors ranging from, really, it's all sectors. It's going from oncology on the healthcare space all the way down to infrastructure and basic industries. And one thing in particular that where we see this potential collaboration is very exciting is that it feeds into certain strengths for Maxim. Infrastructure is a core strength for Maxim. Regionally, Maxim is very comfortable in global emerging markets, and Maxim is also very comfortable in digital asset space, which is a relatively new space, but it's one that we're comfortable with. And financial technology and fintech are also an area we're comfortable with. Given that this opportunity marries all of those, it's one that we're very eager to dive into, and certainly to dive into Doug, who I've known for some time. It's a very exciting opportunity.
And as Douglas mentioned, your company has a specialty, if you want to call it that, in emerging markets. 40 to 45% of your business has, for years, done the very area of expertise. So tell me a little bit more about what's exciting in the emerging markets and why you enjoy business with that area.
Well, emerging markets is a fascinating area because what makes a market emerging in many cases has to do with demographic trends, right? And if you look at what makes America as successful as it is, you go back to the 1950s and 1960s. You look at the demographic pyramid. You look at the youth of that population, people coming into buying their first homes, buying their first cars, and that leads to growth. And that's same when you look at emerging markets. Many emerging markets, including Romania, have demographic pyramids that are very, very similar to the U.S. at that period of time. So that makes it extremely exciting. We also have a team. We have the benefit of having a team that speaks multiple languages, hence worked in multiple regions, and is comfortable working with multiple regions. I think that's one of the reasons why it's an area that Maxim has always traditionally been involved in addition to working with, although most of our transactions in any given year will be for companies headquartered in the U.S.
Right.
We are very interested in, and it's something that not only we're not afraid of, but it's something that we believe is a great challenge, and it's also consistent with where a lot of institutional and retail investor interest is in diversification and in investing and having exposure to emerging and growing markets.
This particular project is on its own the most transformative project that anyone, I guess, could imagine for Bucharest, Romania. It literally will triple the amount of airspace that can be served for that region. It will bring all kinds of trade options. Tell us more about that, Douglas.
Yeah, I can't wait for the effects of what this is going to have on such a dynamic, what I believe is a strong emerging market, Romania. Why? Because the current airport they have is grossly insufficient for their potential. Right now, it services maybe 14 million passengers and zero cargo. The new airport we're contemplating, we're looking at 40 million passengers per year and 1 million cargo tons. So it'll have a significant impact on the region. And Romania has been working hard for years, developing great rail systems, great ring systems for the city, the brand new roads that connect to this new airport project. And I've picked a fabulous name for the airport, by the way. We're going to call it Vlad III Bucharest International Airport. And for those of you that know a little bit about history, Vlad III has another name. He went by the name of Dracula, which was given to him. Well, it was given to his father by the Holy Roman Emperor. And he's also the founder of Bucharest.
Oh,
And so not a lot of people knew that, he was a defender of the faith, really, and he really was a key historical figure for that country. And to give that moniker, I think a lot of people want to land in Dracula Airport, and
what an icon. Absolutely.
absolutely. And so we're going to be announcing a token pretty soon. And I think people will be very excited about that. And I can't wait to unleash that. Yeah, this is a terrific asset to tokenize. And we hope we get Maxim to work with us on this, because in my opinion, they're the best firm for this.
Wonderful. And we're talking about cargo currently being driven across borders because it isn't
Yeah, it's
able
literally flown into Hungary and trucked across the border. It's really inefficient, and I think it's going to have a great effect on prices.
Right.
It's going to have a huge effect on jobs. Virtually, you're building a city around this airport. We're looking at about a $2.5 to $3 billion investment to do the whole thing, 50,000 jobs.
and in a span of 2 years?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
We're moving very rapidly. Our first investments are coming in right now, so we're not screwing around.
Right. And you have the approval, so you're good to go.
We actually have the mayor of the city, the village that this is going to be located at, flying into New York for an event that we're going to announce that. And we'll bring him to the floor of the stock exchange and make that announcement. I don't know how much stronger we can get than that.
Right. Absolutely.
We're very excited about this.
How incredible. Let's talk a little bit more about what a partnership and a collaboration might entail. What do you foresee from both of you? We'll start with you.
Well, for what I foresee, after we're very eager to dive in, to meet the principals, and to do the diligence that we need to do, which we're very comfortable doing. And for us, since given that they're merging into a shell that they've acquired, we've very experienced at working with uplists for companies that do a reverse merger and then doing an uplist that's something that we're extremely comfortable with. So what we envision is a detailed due diligence process, exploring, the different risks, the different opportunities, really exploring those in detail, and then advising them on the best path, right, to go public once the necessary requirements are met.
Great.
Qualification, not just in disclosure basis with the SEC, but also for qualifying with exchange. So that's we envision working and collaborating together with the principals and with the chairman, with Douglas, to advise them on the most expeditious path to do that.
And what do you foresee?
Well, the good news is we've both been down this road before. So this isn't our first rodeo. In fact, I have rodeos about 2-3 times a year. So we know what we're doing. Pavlos and I are very good friends. I've known him for a long time. I have a high degree of respect for him. Yale Law, and he's one of the top guys over there. And
Yale undergrad, Columbia Law.
Alum state. Exactly. I think you nailed it twice.
So we're very excited about it. And as Pavlos mentioned, I mean, there's a lot of work to do, but we got the top guys in the business. We've got Markham as an auditor. We're bringing in a very strong legal team so that the process will be smooth and quick and compliant, and And that's what's most important.
Wonderful. And you mentioned that it does bring together three aspects of business that you excel in. You said global infrastructure, fintech, and digital assets. There might not be that many projects that have all three.
That's very true. Yeah, that's why I believe it's a project that, from the diligence perspective, that we're very comfortable diving into, because these are very disparate assets that are rare to be brought together into one project. And there are three areas that we're extremely comfortable with that we cover. We have research coverage in all of those areas. We have research analysts that cover all of those areas. And we've done a number of transactions in all of those areas. So and looking into these aspects and being comfortable that we can collaborate, not just in the going public process, but also supporting the company afterwards with respect to their goals, we believe it could be a great potential fit for us. So we're very excited about it.
Decades of growth potential, clearly.
Yeah, and as I mentioned, I mean, our board of advisors includes a co-founder of Carlyle Group, a $500 billion fund, former editor of Wall Street Journal, economist who understands global growth and where we're going with this, and then some tech titans, and we're also bringing in blockchain titans and crypto titans.
Okay.
I mean, so we're covering all the bases, and that's what you need, really. You need a strong team. If you've got a strong team, you can make big results.
Right. Incredible impact. It sounds like a marriage made in heaven. Well, thank you so much, Pavlos Mavrides with Maxim Group. We appreciate you being here. Douglas Anderson, of course, with Wall Street Capital Partners and Meadows.
Always a pleasure. Thank
you. And we wish you both the very best. Good luck. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching.
Metaterra, shaping the future of finance.
Now, guys, if that doesn't have you on the edge of the seat, we need to take a moment and check your pulse, because this is exciting information right here. Now you might be saying to yourself, well, why should you partner with a company? What makes this fintech company different? What makes Metaterra, Miracle Cash and More so special? And it's a great question. I believe, for me, there are four things. One, we're real and tangible. Many crypto companies out there are just about website and promises, right? We actually have stores. We have real products, real services that solve real world problems. As a company, we bridge the old world with the new, for the fact Miracle Cash and More isn't just about crypto. It's about connecting traditional financial system with the everyday user for you and I. Three, when you take a look at this company, it's important to realize we're not just a customer. You are a shareholder. You're an owner, and that's completely different. And four, I believe for an absolute fact, timing. Right now, the world is just waking up to crypto and this whole digital finance, right? But the massive, they still hasn't fully hit yet. So it means that we are early. And early is where the biggest wins would happen. So just think about it. If Miracle Cash was a concert, everyone here, we have front row, $1.64 billion. So divide that with 210,000, it gives you an annual payout of over $7,000. These are conservative numbers. What if this was 10%? What if this was $10? Then think about it. This is over a 7,000% return on your initial investment. So think about where you are, depends on if you're purchasing. This example is just based on the CPU nodes for 1,200. So what if you own one, if you own 5, if you own 10? That's what makes this even more exciting. Now, it's always said word can be misleading, but numbers can never be denied. And what I can tell you is, while many of our investors are passive, I can tell you many are sharing this amazing opportunity and taking advantage of it. So it just comes down to you where you see yourself and how you choose to take advantage of this incredible opportunity in your hands today. Now, it's always said the future belongs to those who see possibilities before they become obvious. And I want to introduce you to a few of my friends who were in the room that when they saw this opportunity, for them, it just made absolute sense. So they were out in New York for a couple of days, and I can tell you what they saw. I don't believe that they are going to be sleeping anytime soon. So I want to bring a very dear friend to the line as well. This gentleman, he comes with a wealth of energy, and I can tell you when you hear him speak, you will know exactly what I'm speaking about. He hails out of Atlanta. He is known as AKA the Champ is in the house. So without further ado, let me bring him to the line, man. Let him share with you all why he is so excited about where we are today and where we're going. Mr. Damon Amen Meadows, welcome to the call, baby.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Alton, man. I love what you're doing, beloved. Look, I got to start pacing because I'm still super excited. So excuse me if I'm walking. I'm just pacing my hallway in my home right now. But ladies and gentlemen, let me explain to you. Like, I couldn't even explain the reality of what was going on this weekend in New York, the Big Apple, because soon I walked in the room, it was explosive. You know what I mean? The people were when Ray was talking on the board. It was just amazing. Just the people that was in the room, it just gave you that energy. And I tell people, it's one thing to see the events. You gotta be in the building. You gotta be in the building. So many people I met. Listen, everybody I met and took pictures with. Thank y'all. It's one thing to be on the Zoom with you guys, but to see you guys like in person and we hugging and we taking pictures, it was explosive. But the information and where we're going, you think I was excited before. I can't wait till the 8 o'clock call at night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tonight is going down, Saturday Night Live. But listen to me, Douglas Anderson, the Who's. I looked at the gala, the events with people that was going to be there, and the list was crazy. And when I say the world movers and shakers, I'm not exaggerating. And that's why I keep telling people this is not about no network marketing. This is about a legacy for you and your family. And when we start really understanding that, and we understand that Mr. Moore, Mr. Norris, Fernando, it's Mr. Anderson, like it's really unbelievable to have these gentlemen really as our business partners. And I put emphasis on it because it's a dream come true. Like literally, presidents of countries, presidents of Fortune 500 companies is talking about us and embracing us and partnering with us. Like Alton, I couldn't believe the building and the energy, and it was just so surreal, man. So thank you. I gotta tell you this part, y'all. I had the distinct honor of bringing out the strongest woman we know, the mother of Bellator, Mrs. Hakan Torehan. Listen, Hakan's wife and daughter, they stole the show. I'm not even gonna lie to you. She was speaking, and then a little Miss Hakan, she was translating. It was just a beautiful event. So, ladies and gentlemen, who've seen it live stream, next time be in the building. Be in the building. I know sometimes it's hard. We got to sacrifice, but I'm gonna tell y'all, great things happen when you show up. Great things happen when you show up. Great things happen when you show up. So, Alton, thank you for letting me testimony. We're going to have a lot of talk tonight at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m., ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Alton, take it away, brother. Thank you.
Hey, nothing but love, man. Every
Yes,
single
sir.
time. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
you heard him said 8 p.m. tonight. So look out for that call. Get the details so you're able to jump on. I know we had some audio issue here today. However, we'll get that sorted next time. I got your back. The next individual I want to bring to the line is someone who continues to blaze the trail. This gentleman hails out of Orlando, Florida. He is building one of the biggest teams in the company as well. Comes with a wealth of experience in the space. However, when he saw this opportunity, he himself could not help but to say, you know what? I want to be a part of what this company is doing. And he has been here equally as long as myself. I think a little longer, eh? I think a little longer. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome the stylish, the one and only, out of Orlando, Mr. Carlos with a dollar sign. Carlos, talk to us, man.
Thank you, brother Alton. Always, I love your presentations and your energy and character. And, yeah, I was there The event was incredible. The energy, the leadership, you know, all I could say, I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for Micah, uh, for him making that decision, where, yeah, he could have taken it another route, but instead he said, you know what? I think I found something that really could go for the regular folks. And for the first time ever, this could be one of those technologies that'll be at the level of Google. But the difference is that it's not corporate that is leading it, it's regular people. And the entire infrastructure, thanks to Mr. Hakan Torehan, the creator and founder of this entire platform, also with his vision, allowing regular folks to be part of ownership into, I truly believe, it's going to be one of the most fascinating technology stories ever to be told. And instead of going the traditional route of corporate, they designed the entire platform for regular people like us to have ownership and to ride that train. And folks, that room was so energetic. It was so incredible. And to just listen to the chairman of Metaterra saying we are going big and we are moving fast, I believe 2026 is going to be the, like our vice president said, the tipping point. The tipping point. That's where we at. And for those folks that are on the fence, I feel sorry for you, because there's no reason for no one to be on the fence and still be watching us without taking action. It is the moment. The timing is right. The positioning is right. And like Alton said, man, you just got to take massive action. And that's what we're doing here. And, me and my family are very grateful to you all, Alton, Ray, Micah, Torehan, Jurgen, and all the leadership, and especially my team. You guys keep doing what you're doing. Keep sharing. Please, share with everyone you can think of with your heart, because this is truly life-changing, and it is an opportunity to create a legacy. Alton, thank you for the invitation. Thank you, brother.
Yo, appreciate it, man. I'm glad you made it back home. On behalf of the team, we apologize for the sleepless nights ahead. Thank you so much, Carlos. Hey, listen, ladies and gentlemen, these are all individuals who made the sacrifice to make it into New York just to be among the crowd. I want to bring two other ladies up to the line so they are able to share with you their excitement as well. I had an opportunity to meet this young lady in Atlanta. She comes with so much excitement as well. She considers herself an ambassador of the company as she goes out to share this amazing opportunity. And one thing I love about her, it doesn't matter the initial that's before her name. She is still a humble individual looking to help each and everyone. So I want to welcome to the line Dr. Denise Dukes. She's in the house. Talk to us, because I know you were at the gala. So talk to us.
Yes, Alton, thank you so much for doing such amazing presentations, as Damon and the rest of the team, and Derek and everyone, you guys, and Mita and everyone, keeping this company going strong and building strong. And just to speak on the gala, it was phenomenal. It was a phenomenal event, and I wouldn't want to have been anywhere else. Yes, this was an annual event that Douglas Anderson he puts on every year. I was personally invited by him to attend that night. I was actually not planning on staying, but when he extended the invitation for me to attend, I couldn't refuse it. So I had to change my flight and go ahead and attend the event. And I am so glad that I did. I was able to. This was not just a social event. When you look at the images, when you look at the videos and the pictures, people were having a wonderful, yes, it was a festive time. It was wonderful, but there was a lot of networking going on, people. These are people that are millionaires and billionaires in this room at the Harvard Club. When you get invited to this event, you have something in your pockets to offer. And so when I was there, I was talking to people. I was talking to Steve Byer. I was talking to Fernando Bellasora. And every time I spoke with them, they were so humble and so down to earth. I want to thank them for, being a part of our advisory board for Metaterra. And they said, no, it is my pleasure, to be a part of this. And as I just spoke with them about the things that were happening, and then I spoke to some of my other friends that were there, who are billionaires and mining for gold. I won't mention a name, but I connected him with Douglas Anderson. And Douglas said, oh, yeah, I've been meaning to get with him. So I said, here, you guys, now you are together. So it is just about networking. And the thing is, these companies, are going to come on board and they're going to help us make more money because they're bringing their companies onto our platform because they see the opportunity to increase their revenues and tokenize what they have. One of my friends, he's a multi-billionaire, and we were talking, and he does gold mining. I won't mention his name so that we let the deal happen. But he wants to tokenize. So he's, like I said, this was very, very, everyone was super, super nice. Everyone was just beautiful. The spirit was wonderful. But remember, this was about you. So make the investments because this is the time to pull out all stops and invest because this company is going to skyrocket. We have, of course, we already know we have the CPU nodes, the Italy nodes, we have the Budapest, Romania airport, Dracula, as they call it now. But there are so many other projects. We have the Ingenicos, we have all of that. But there are so many projects that are going to be launching on our launch pad and our decks. And you will benefit from all of that just by owning a CPU node. You will benefit that financially, your family for generations to come. So this event was networking. Yes, it was social, but people were just in groups and they were networking and talking about how can they get involved, how can they make money with this, how, and so forth. So just stay tuned and dig deep in your pockets because I'm telling you, you won't have this opportunity again.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Dr. D. And I heard that you can sing too. So the next time, maybe we'll open up the call with you.
Told you that.
Hey, a little birdie in the chat told me. Thank you so much.
But
Appreciate you
I'm so
jumping on
humble.
as
Thank
well.
you.
Ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, I want to welcome to the line. I know she is on the go. She's driving and she said, Alton, I would love to be on the call. Once I have network, I will make it happen. This lady goes just like the other leaders who you have heard from. She goes above and beyond for the community. She helps each and every one, regardless if you're in her organization. She is a multi seven-figure earner also in the industry and brings so much wealth to us as a community. So I want to welcome her to the line. I know she is out there in the airwaves. I see her. Mita del Fierro, where are you?
Can you hear me, Alton?
I can hear you. I can't see you. So that means you're not in a place where you can do a video.
Okay, so let me explain. Tuesday, I flew from Seattle to New York. Okay, I was really so excited and blessed and grateful to have been in the room on Wednesday evening. Of course, we had Douglas Anderson talk, electric energy in that room, and then the meetings after the meeting, right? All the conversations going on, and people just excited out of their minds. And then on Thursday evening, as well, to be in the room with the who's who, like everybody's been saying, talking about them. Then Friday morning, I flew for early morning from New York back to Seattle. And then Friday evening, I flew from Seattle to my place in Las Vegas. I arrived at my place in Vegas last night, about 11:30. Got up this morning and drove. I'm now driving to Fresno. Left at 4 o'clock this morning. So I'm not going to turn on my video because I didn't take the time to put myself together. Okay. And with no sleep, it's all the excitement. But here's what I'm going to really, I want everybody to get. And it's about Thursday evening. I had the opportunity to, of course, speak with Douglas Anderson, with John Baer, with Stephen Moore, with Steve Morris, with Fernando Vildasola. Guys, I think about this. They see our company, our technology, what we have, our company, our business in a totally different light. They have a different perspective because of their expertise, because of their experience, because of their success track records. They're looking at it from a totally different perspective than we are. And so as I was walking and meeting these individuals, introducing myself, as soon as I said Metaterra, you could see their eyes light up, the smile comes on their face. They are so excited to be a part of this project. And like Dr. D was saying, I was thanking them for being a part of the team, and they were saying, "Oh no, we're the ones. Thank you for what you're doing." And they're so gracious, so down to earth. They were like, "What can we do? Let's work together. We want to make this is going to be huge for everybody." And this is where they were coming from. All right. And we are talking about obviously multi-billionaires here. So it was exciting to hear that kind of reinforcement in what we now in Bellator, what we know we have, but to hear it from them. And guys, the videos that were playing on all the screens all night, it was all about Metaterra, Phoenix, Mirex. If you were looking at it, if you saw any of the videos, you would have seen that. That's what was going on all night. And so it was a very special event. And like Damon said, like Carlos has said, it's different to be in the room, even if you many did watch the live stream, but whatever you can do to make it to the live events, there is no comparison. You want to be bulletproof in terms of your belief in what we have, make it to the live events, and you just get a whole new level of belief, a whole new level of energy about what we have and what we're doing and where we are going. And that's really the message that I want to leave everyone with. And that is, it's bigger than what you think it is. Okay. It's better than what we have ever imagined. And guys, we are truly blessed to have this opportunity and the people who are all involved at every level. So let's just build our business, take it to the moon, because that's where we're going. So with that, Alton, I'll hand it back over to you. So thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Amita. As they say, that's Carlos, Damon, Denise, and Mita messages, and they are sticking to it. Guys, before you go, I could not let us end this call without sharing with you how we lit up Times Square today. Yep, if you are a member, look in the group and you will see this video. If you're a guest, then hey, that's us right there in the middle of Times Square. Ladies and gentlemen, we're excited as always. Get back to the person who invited you to this call. We do have other calls that are happening on the weekend. Damon mentioned he's doing a call at 8 p.m. tonight. Tomorrow night on Sunday, I will be doing a call as well. But there are other leaders throughout the community that will be sharing this information. And I can tell you, you don't want to miss to be there. And most importantly, don't come alone. With that being said, we absolutely love you all. Look forward to seeing you on the pink sands in Bermuda, the purple sands in Namibia, the white sands around the beaches of the world. And don't forget to be awesome. Take care, everyone. God bless. Bye-bye.
I'm booked and blessed under golden skies. The clock just ticks and the hours fly. 2 hours flat and the line in the door. I whisper dreams and they beg for more. They say yes before I even speak. The climb feels smooth, it's not so steep. Show up once and the world ignites. Every spark turns into endless lights. I don't chase, they just find their way to my table where the treasures lay. Every pitch a seed that starts to grow. I plant one word and watch it overflow. They say yes before I even speak. The climb feels smooth, it's not so steep. Show up once and the world ignites. Every spark turns into endless lights. Multiply the magic, let it expand. From my heart straight to their hands. Booked and blessed, it's a wildfire. I'm the flame and they're the choir. They say yes before I even speak. The climb feels smooth, it's not so steep. Show up once and the world ignites. Every spark turns into endless light. Every spark turns into endless light.